What's up, y'all? Uh, Excuse the robe and my demeanor, my scantily clad situation, but I just kind of been sitting around, chilling, listening to some music and reflecting on some stuff that happened today, and I don't know, just felt like venting for a moment. So this video is just me rambling for a little while. Well, I just get some stuff off my chest. Thank you. So, today was an odd day. Both of my parents are in the hospital for different reasons, but they're there at the same time. And I got up today, did some things around the house, and then headed out to go to the hospital. And I spent the majority of my time there with my mom because my mom is coherent, and we can talk just like like I talk to her any other day. And when I was leaving, I said, well, I'll stop by and check on my dad, who cannot speak, but just to kind of see what's going on with him in his room. I hadn't seen him since, because he's been in intensive care, but this is kind of normal for him. He doesn't live in the home with my mom. He is a resident at a Heartland. Like, they take care of him there. He's not an invalid, but that's his home at the place where they take care of him. He's not on hospice, but he'll live the rest of his days at this place. And so I go into his hospital room, and I don't recognize the man I'm looking at. And I had this weird, I don't know how to describe it. It's this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach that told me he was not in there. Because you know your parents, right? And you know their spirit, and you know their will. And as I stood there watching him and his body make these involuntary movements, and he's not on life support or anything, but just watching the way that he moved and the motions his body made, and his eyes, and the way he was looking around the room, and he can't see. His shit is all fucked up, and oops, I'm sorry. His stuff is all messed up, and but I don't think he was in that room, and I can't say that to anybody in my family, because that's not what you want to hear, and that's not what you want to discuss about your loved one. But I want to be able to say it to somebody, and I can't say that to my sisters. I can't say it to them, because if I say it to them, it'll create a whole situation between us all, and I'm not being negative. I'm just trying to explain what I experienced today. And for a long time now, he's been trying to give up, and I mean, his life is nothing like it was before he became, like this. But seeing him in the hospital today, I don't know if I would want to exist that way. I don't know, I feel so weird. I feel so odd. And I don't want to say anything to my mom, because, again, like I've said in other videos, I have not been here with my family while they've been enduring all of this stuff with my father's health. I've been away, 1,800 miles away. I am just home now. And this is his first new ordeal since I've been back. And I felt so detached. I felt so disconnectedly connected to whatever was going on in room 264. And my aunt and uncle, his siblings, were there. And when I walked in, they were just kind of sitting. My uncle was on his phone doing some stuff, and my aunt was doing some stuff in her notebook. And, this is their sibling that they're sitting there. And I'm just thinking, wow, like it doesn't feel. Uh, I didn't want to do this on camera, but it's just it's all I've been thinking about. It's all I've been thinking about since I left the hospital is what was in there, who was in there, who, because it was my dad, and I don't know where he went. I don't know if he's taking a break. I don't know what was happening, but that just the facial expression, the I don't know. I'm afraid. Honestly, I'm afraid. Because I just. Ugh. I've never witnessed that before. Like anybody, not just with my dad, but I've never seen anybody's uh, body uh, betray them in that way, you know. And it for anyone who's been through that. If you're watching this, can you leave a comment as to how you handled it or how you were able to still see the true person beyond the. And 8 floors above, my mom and I are up there having a kiki, like, you know, like any afternoon. I stopped on my way to the hospital and got my mom an order of chicken livers and some okra. Fried chicken livers, fried okra, a soda, some peppermints, like some of her favorite stuff. And I took it up there with her. We had like a little picnic in her room and was talking and laughing. And I brought her. My mom wears turbans like this. And when she went to the hospital, she had a navy blue one on, and she's known for her looks and her accessories. So before I walked out the door, I was like, oh, I should go grab her some turbans so she can change her, because I don't know how long she's going to be there. So that way, every time someone comes to visit, she won't have on the same color one. She was so happy that I thought about that. And it's weird because there's nothing like seeing both of your parents in the hospital to make you really think about mortality. Theirs, yours, everyone around you, and your health. Take care of yourselves, please. Like, I know I'm getting over my health scare and my surgery, and I'm still in recovery from my situation, but that was out of the blue. I had no idea I had that tumor on my pituitary gland. And I went blind and everything, and I'm doing really well on the other side of it. It was scary for a little while, and I'm doing great now. And then I think about just 8 floors below, I go check on my dad, and it's like a totally polar situation from what my mom is going through. My mom just has bronchitis and she's exhausted. And I don't know. It's weird. I've been gone a long time. A long time. I was in Houston for 15 years. And I was gone before that. I moved. When I turned 18, I hit it. I moved out to the burbs, got my own place. And then from 18, 19, I just kept moving further and further. And then I eventually made it all the way to Houston, and I couldn't get any further. Well, I almost moved to Germany. I was going to relocate to Germany, and like live the rest of my life there for a while. And I met somebody, and it slowed that process down. That son of a bitch slowed my process down. But driving home today, I was just so happy to be here. I had a chance encounter with my younger sister in the parking lot of the hospital, who was not coming to visit. She was on her way somewhere else and happened to be driving by, saw me pulled up, and I miss having that kind of, I live in a small town. I miss having that kind of interaction with my family, and it's really good to be back and be reforging our bonds, and just getting in sync again. Because when you're away a long time and you come for a visit for a holiday or a funeral or a wedding, a birth of a child, and then you go back, you get these snapshots of who these people are to you. You get these snapshots. You talk on the phone all the time, you Skype, you do all that, but that in-person snapshot. And then when you move back, you get to fully realize how they live, who they are, what they really endure on day. And my sister is a badass. She's a registered nurse. She's got 3 children, 10, 8, and he's going to be, my little nephew is going to be 3 in September, and she's in the process of getting her another master's degree. Like, she just inspires me, but I cannot stand school. So going back to college is not something I'm looking forward to anytime soon. But I don't know, I'm just happy to be able to still have that time to repair relationships that have maybe been stretched thin because of the distance that I put between me and my family. And in that, the parents, and seeing what was going on today, it just really threw me. I didn't know I didn't know what to expect. I'm not a great dealer. Like, I don't deal with a lot of stuff. I just walk away from it, or how have I dealt with things in the past? Oh, I've either been very high or very drunk, or just to dull down the reality of something that I don't want to deal with, don't want to talk about, don't want to face with. And I've been sober since January, which is a kick in the ass. I've had a couple drinks here and there, but like, I have not gotten to where I would be if I was in Houston. And it's a double-edged sword. It is new because I used to really enjoy my Mary Jane, and now I'm like fully aware of every idea and every situation and every choice, and I'm growing up all over again. I just turned 40. I don't look it. Everyone keeps telling me, "Oh my goodness, you don't look." I look it. I look it to me in the mirror, but to people around me who haven't been around me and haven't seen me daily, for the last 16, 17 years, they all just keep remarking about how great I look and how young I look, and to me, I see like all the opposite of that. I see how the 70 hours a week that I used to work, what that has done to my eyes and all this kind of stuff, you know. And my aunt, who is not good with compliments, just bestowed the most beautiful compliments on me today, and I left feeling like, whoa. Well, then I would guess if she says it, then it's got to be true. What else is going on? Tonight I watched Drag Race. This was the most terrible Snatch Game episode I've ever seen. I didn't even rewatch. You know, like some of those episodes of Drag Race, you rewind and rewatch the runway or the Drag Race and just kind of. I couldn't wait for the episode to end. I didn't even want to watch the Untucked. It was just this cast of girls has disappointed me. More cast of guys. I'm sorry. They have just disappointed me. They did not come with the hunger that I really thought they would bring. And maybe that's because it's supposed to be a slammed up for Eureka. Because Eureka was headed to the top last year. This is going to be her year. It's already set in stone. It's going to come down to Eureka, Aquaria, Miss Cracker, and Cameron Michaels. It's going to be those four. And my top 6 has already been obliterated pretty much. I'm ready for something else now. Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. This new season is great. I'm going to watch the most recent episode after I get done with this video. I am going to be doing some new Couch Potato movie reviews coming up. I'm not going to film them tonight, but I will be filming some. So I've been watching some really cool stuff on Amazon Prime Video. Great shows, great movies, and I got some really good reviews coming up soon. So stick with me. But with my family, my dad being ill, and now my mom's in the hospital, it's just I've been too busy. I just don't have the time to focus on. And in the middle of all of that, I'm pursuing a major goal, and I'm getting lots of great feedback from these corporations that I'm trying to work with. And I got stuff to do for them, and they want to know this and they want to know that. And, you know, I'm trying to make these big global money moves, and it just takes a lot. I'm not complaining at all, but like I'm just way busier than I imagined I would be right now. So what's been going on with y'all? I mean, I'm at 26. I have 26 subscribers now, which is fantastic. Thank you for staying with me. Share some of my videos. I would love to see that grow so I could do some more cool stuff, and I would love to know a Q&A from anybody out there who wants to know anything about me. I'm an open book. I don't mind talking about anything. I'm not afraid to talk about anything. If y'all going through anything and y'all want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it in the video. Just, you know, I'm looking for interesting things to do because I made 50 videos in a month and then I kind of went flat. And now I'm just looking for something new to do. Nixta TV. I really like his videos. I really hope that Nixta, if you're watching, I really hope you get chose for Big Brother, because I think your personality, you are meant for TV. So if they see your video, don't worry. They're going to start calling you to get you going through the preliminary phases, and then the world will get to see you make them smile, because you definitely lift me up while I was going through some of my low points here. Danica TV, I want to see another mukbang from you soon. And I'm going to be coming to Texas probably before the end of the year, and if I do, I would love to link up with the two of you. I do have family and connections in Dallas, and I can get us in Uchi. I used to open Uchi Dallas, if you're familiar with that, and we can have us a good time. What else is going on? I don't know. I'm in this pursuit of dreams right now, and that is the most important thing at this moment for me in my life personally is, just going for broke and like not taking no for an answer, and reaching out to 100 corporations every week and changing my strategies and changing my points of interest and contact with these people, and trying to make them understand that I have something that needs to be out into the world, and I'm getting responses back, and it's the greatest thing. And I feel accomplished by the smallest feedback that I get, and I love it. So I'll take that as a win. Um, I don't know. I just wanted to make a quick little video. Housewives of New York this season, fantastic. Housewives of Potomac, up and down with it. Um, but New York is doing great this season. I really like Bethany's new self-esteem. Not that she had a problem with it before, but she just seems to be really settling into herself now, and I like that. Dorinda Medley, that's my girl. I want to hang out with her. I want to do drinks with her in New York at the Fig and Olive. Uh, I think that's it. That's enough rambling. Um, say hi.